Adjectives are really cool. Taking a specific word and adding ing or ed at the end of that word can now make that word mean something different, yet still have similarity. For example, anoint. Anoint is God's favor, consecration, and empowerment for a specific role and purpose. Anoint. Ceremonially confer divine or holy office upon by smearing or rubbing of oil, usually done by a priest or a monarch. And then there's anointed. Anointing refers to someone or something designated for an important or sacred purpose, usually through the ritual involving oil. Another word, for example, would be gift and gifted. Now, a gift is a natural ability or talent. Now, to be gifted, it's an exceptional ability to possess that talent or capability. And since we're talking about anointed, anointing, gift, gifted, we can't leave out called, calling, or called. Call and calling have multiple meanings, primary to God's action to the invitation and his call, and the human response to that invitation. And then there's called. Typically refers to God's invitation or summons to an individual related to the intentions of salvation and participation in his plan. And believe it or not, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, some people actually get those words and those adjectives misconstrued. Talk about misconstrued. I hope all of us know the story of David and Goliath. And if you know the story of David and Goliath, then you should have a better understanding of who evil King Saul was. Now, Samuel, the prophet, he anointed Saul. But because of disobedience, the Lord rejected him. So there actually is a difference between being anointing and having an anointing. The pruning process is vital and obedience is necessary. So to sum it all up, Matthew 7:18. A good tree cannot produce bad fruit, and a bad tree cannot produce good fruit. And every tree that does not produce good fruit is chopped down and thrown into the fire. And how will you recognize this? You recognize them by their fruit. I highly recommend that you read 1 Samuel 10-31. It gives you a better understanding of what happened when leaders constantly get in the way. Pride, arrogance, cockiness, egotisticalness, and don't allow the Lord to lead.